Hello and welcome to Becca Does Stuff. I'm Becca and I does stuff. Today's video is the second part of my decluttering kick that I've been on. I know it's not January anymore, but I'm still feeling that New Year's resolution kind of motivation. I didn't really make a resolution, but I knew I wanted a reset in my home, so I'm starting with tossing what no longer serves me. We are starting in my garage, and I apologize for the horrendous lighting. I'm not doing a full garage declutter. I'm just focusing on a couple of shelves because Andrew's working on a project out here, so I kind of want to stay out of the way. We do have a bunch of random containers that we've saved for starter plants, or when we have little plant pots that leak, we have little things like this and plates to catch the water, and they do come in handy, but we've got so many things like this, and we've got a bunch in our backyard too. I feel like we're kind of hoarders, and I don't want to live like this. I saved a bunch of takeout containers back when I used to get takeout, and we were using these for plant starters, but we're really not doing many of those anymore, so I think we can let these go, at least some of them. We've got more back here too, and then just like jars. When we were propagating plants, we don't really propagate our plants anymore because we have enough house plants, so we don't need to save random lidless jars. Box of jars. Are any of you surprised?
Oh, no, not really.
This garage is such a big project that I can't tackle it all in one day. I can't tackle it all, period, because my boyfriend actually has to do a lot of the decision making with that, but I'm making the executive decision when it comes to a lot of these planter type things. An empty spray bottle. I think we can toss this. I'll show you what we have left. We have this and this and this, and then there's some big planter stuff. Let's see. It's dark in here, I'm sorry, but yeah, there's some bigger starter planter stuff up here and over here. But this shelf is no longer full of random stuff. I mean, it's got random stuff on it, but at least we narrowed it down to just these few things here. This is everything that I'm trying to declutter. And then there's CDs. I'm thinking it's time to let these go. Now I know that there's a chance that some people will buy CDs from a thrift store, so I could donate these. But as far as the ones without a case and the mixed ones, I know that they're not going to be able to sell them. I've been wanting to try to make some garden decor out of old CDs, but I just don't know if it's actually going to be executed well. Is it going to look as good as the ones that I found on Pinterest, or is it going to look janky and look like I have a bunch of trash in my yard?
Oh, the rats seem happy.
I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to DIY it. It's just going to be me collecting more trash in my house, and I'm not trying to do that.
Not what I'm going for.
I do have some CDs in my car also, so I might keep some, but a lot of these just need to go. Everything in this book is in this book, plus this book has more. I did find 2 places that have those little library boxes where you can just share books, so I think I'll drop this off there. And then this is just like this little silver tray. I'm going to keep the stones because I can use them in my backyard or in my planters, but the little silver bowl I think I'm going to get rid of. I decided to put a bunch of decor in this basket that we don't have displayed anywhere. I just don't know what to do with it yet, but I'm not ready to let go of it, so it's all down here. At least that way it's not cluttering up my surfaces, because I feel like I have enough stuff up here. I don't need to have a bunch of little trinkets and knickknacks everywhere. It just is more stuff to dust, and it just looks visually cluttered, which makes me feel chaotic in my mind. I need to have more of a minimal space, and I know this is far from being minimalist. My goal is not to be a minimalist. I just want less visual clutter. I just found old coupons and stuff that's junk, so that's gonna get tossed. I've got a bunch of like canvas tote bags. What are you doing? Yeah, I believe there's a hole in this one. Oh, yep, found it right on the bottom. This is a reusable bag, but it's made very poorly, so I really don't think that it's any better than a plastic bag. I think actually a plastic bag would be more eco-friendly than this thing, so I'm gonna have to toss this. Our drawer where we keep our charging cables and stuff has kind of gotten out of hand a little bit again. Last time I was in here, we got rid of some charging blocks, but we actually have extra cables that we don't use, so I'm gonna get rid of these. This magnetic board, dry erase board, keeps falling down, so I'm gonna declutter that. And then here's some junk mail and business cards, so I'm gonna toss that as well. And in here is our really messy, disheveled office closet where my boyfriend's got a lot of his stuff and then a lot of our stuff for filming. It really needs to get reorganized. I don't think I can do that right now. However, I do know that there are some things in here that I need to get rid of. Maybe it's on this side. This big roll of plastic that went on our dining room table because the dining room table, the finish on it was coming off really easily. So we got this to protect it, but then it just peeled it off more. So it didn't really do what we needed, and we just got a big roll of thick plastic now. So I'm gonna get rid of that. And then I have this roll of, it's like stuff to use as a backdrop if you're like taking food photos. And back when I was going to school for nutrition and thought that maybe I would have like a blog or something where I had food pictures, I got this, but I never used it, and I'm not going to use it for anything that I'm doing now, so. Michael's coloring book. I have a friend that likes to color a lot. She actually has a YouTube channel all about coloring. So I'll see if she wants this. Maybe her or her daughter will want to color it. I have all these like watercolor paintings that my friend wanted for her daughter. Maybe I'll just frame one of them. I don't know. Drawings and stuff that I start and never finish. More random containers. These ones though do work really good for paint palettes, so I will keep these. Paint palette that has so much paint stuck on it that it's annoying to use. We've got literal trash to recycle. It's not trash if you're gonna use it. I used to do fluid paintings where I would mix stuff in containers like this and squirt it out, but I haven't done art like that in a long time. Don't really feel the desire to. Yeah, I've got the coloring book that I'm gonna ask my friend if she wants. I've got the paint palette thing, and then literal trash for me to just get rid of. And then on this side of the closet, it's more of a hot mess. I've got containers within containers within containers that I save for when I'm reorganizing, so I can just contain things. And I know that as soon as I get rid of them, I'm gonna regret it. I got these a long time ago at Ross, big mistake. I don't shop there anymore. The lids don't stay. The plastic is like kind of wobbly, so these end up falling inside of here. But at least the bucket part, I guess, is still good for organizing. Brushes. I have boxes full of doilies and thread and things because I planned on making more dream catchers out of all this stuff, and I haven't done it. I've had this stuff for 7 or 8 years now. I've made a couple dream catchers, but not in a long time. I was just talking about this with my boyfriend. I was like, I don't know if I should hang on to the dream catcher supplies in case I feel crafty again. He thinks I should. He said it's not hurting anything. See all kinds of like yarn and stuff. I have a feeling that if I let it go, I'm gonna really end up being in the mood to make dream catchers or something really crafty like that again, and then I'm gonna be kicking myself in the butt for letting them go, because every once in a while it does happen. So maybe I'll hang on to these. They're not taking up hardly any space. And then I've got my collection of beads and stuff, which I planned on using for dream catchers and other similar art. Is it out of hand? Do I have too much? I also have art that I'm planning on hanging up in here in the guest bedroom. I want to do a guest bedroom makeover video, but there's one piece of furniture that I'm looking for the guest bedroom that I haven't found the right one yet. But when I do, I'll be super excited and I'll start this makeover video for you guys. I really hope that I find it soon because I want to get it going, and I don't plan on having guests staying over anytime soon, but just in case anybody does, it'd be nice to have the room ready for them. And on that note, I would also like to reorganize my art closet stuff so that when guests come over, they can hang their clothes here, put their suitcases here, and all of my canvases and things won't be in the way. So I've got to figure something out with that. I've also got some art in here that other people have made for me that I wanted to hang. I mean, the collection isn't complete yet, but I know I can just continually add to the wall. I don't have to wait until I have every single piece. Kind of like in my bathroom where I did that funky gallery wall, I'm constantly finding new pieces to add to that. This is one of the pieces that I was thinking of adding to my gallery wall. This was $2 at the White Dove thrift shop. So maybe I should just go through and start using the frames and the art that I have and just getting it put up on the walls and going. You know what, I'm gonna donate this. This doesn't go with my aesthetic. Remember this from my bathroom? I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with it. I liked it for a minute and now I'm kind of like, meh. I have 2 frames like this. I think that horse picture might fit in here. These are pictures that other people have made for me that are gonna go up somewhere else. These are just here for now. They're not gonna stay in the closet. And actually, there's other things in the closet here that are not gonna stay. Those 2 mirrors right there, I have a plan for those. And at least the gold framed one. The black framed mirror, I'm not exactly sure yet, but I think I know what I want to do with it. So they're not going to stay in here. And then there's picture frames here. This other frame didn't quite fit in there, but it fit perfect right here, so that works. The rest of this is paints, all paints down here. The utensils and paintbrushes and things, painter's tape and things like that, and hot glue, watercolor paints, my mixing cups, small canvases, and heat tools for when I need heat tools for my paintings. And then this is just more like pens and pencils and stuff. Those are just empty organizing containers. Those are matting for picture frames. And then that's my crafting stuff. I would love it if this side of the closet was completely empty for guests. It's not though. I could move these large canvases and my easel into the master closet, but it just kind of seems pointless because all my other art supplies are in here. This is the air mattress, so this stays here in case we need to blow that up when guests come. Some hangers for the guests, and then this shelf up here is completely empty now. So I'm glad that I was able to condense everything over to that side. So this side is pretty open for the most part for guests, but I think they would probably appreciate it if the easel wasn't here. Not that I would have them hanging their clothes with an easel with wet paint on it, but still it might get in the way. So maybe when guests come over, I'll just take these out of the closet real quick. And then over here are some things that are getting moved to other areas of the house. Like here's some office type supplies. This is going in the garage. And then down here, I'm getting rid of this magazine holder, this picture, some matting. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Pieces of mirror and adhesive so that these can like hang on a wall or something, but I'm not going to use that, so I'm going to get rid of those. Oh, and then over here I've got just some trash. I was able to condense some of my beads, so I'm going to get rid of these jars, and then this is just like empty paints and trash. Here's a little look at the before and after of my art closet. I have a feeling I'm going to be revisiting this closet and purging some more in the near future. Although this is the end of today's video, my decluttering journey continues. Stay tuned for part 3 of this decluttering mini-series. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.